Apple is about to delete the future. For the last 3 years, they told you the Dynamic Island was the pinnacle of interaction, a magical way to blend hardware and software into one seamless experience. They built your entire iOS experience around a pill-shaped hole in your screen. But with the iPhone 18 Pro Max, Apple is quietly admitting it was all just a distraction. The island is sinking. The era that started with the iPhone X is officially over, and what is replacing it is going to make every single iPhone in your pocket right now look like a relic from the Stone Age. This isn't just a yearly refresh, it is a total design reset that aims to fulfill a promise Apple made a decade ago. A phone that is nothing but a single, uninterrupted sheet of glass with a small punch hole in it. According to the latest supply chain leaks, Apple has finally cracked the code on under-display Face ID. All those complex sensors, the dot projector, the infrared camera, the flood illuminator, are disappearing. They are being tucked directly under the active pixels, remaining completely invisible until the exact second you look at your phone. No pill, no notch, no island. But there is a catch that is already dividing the fan base. To make this work, Apple is moving to a single, tiny punch hole camera, and rumors suggest it might be moved to the left of the display rather than centered. This isn't just about style, it's about physics. To get best quality level photos, the camera needs maximum light, and hiding it under pixels usually ruins the quality. By using a tiny punch hole, Apple is choosing performance over hiding. It's an Android-style look, but refined so perfectly that it disappears while you watch videos. When off, it's a seamless slab of black glass. When on, it's pure content with zero compromises. Flip the phone over and the real hardware innovation continues with a feature that pro photographers have been begging for. Apple is reportedly bringing a variable aperture system to the main sensor. This is a massive shift for mobile photography. Currently, most phones rely on aggressive fake software blur to mimic professional cameras, often resulting in messy edges around hair or glass. A variable aperture means the iPhone will physically open and close its lens to change how much light enters. We are talking about real optical depth of field, incredible natural bokeh, and the end of that over-sharpened images. For creators, this is the moment the iPhone stops being a mobile device and starts being a legitimate cinema tool. You'll be able to shoot in bright daylight with a wide open aperture for that creamy background, or stop it down for razor-sharp landscapes, all without needing digital filters. Now this is where things get even more interesting. Powering this entire experience is the A20 Pro chip, the world's first 2nm powerhouse. While a 15% speed boost is expected, the real story is the massive leap in memory bandwidth and thermal efficiency. Apple isn't building this chip for the apps you use today, they are building it for the heavy, real-time spatial processing and generative AI features they haven't even announced yet. This is the brain for the next decade of Apple intelligence, capable of running massive models locally without relying on cloud internet or killing your battery life. This silicon chip is designed to bridge the gap between your phone and your vision of the future. When this drops in September 2026, it's going to create what I call the instant dated effect. You know that feeling when you saw the iPhone X for the first time and your iPhone 7 suddenly felt like an outdated machine? That is exactly what will happen next year. Apple is cleaning up their old compromises. The Dynamic Island was just a 4-year bridge to get us to this moment. Once you see a screen with no interruptions and a camera that behaves like a DSLR, going back to the island will be impossible. People won't just say it's faster, they'll say the future finally arrived. And once you hold it, you'll realize that everything before this was just a prototype. This is the end of the notch era and the beginning of the true all-screen iPhone. The wait wasn't just for a new phone. It was for Apple to finally stop hiding behind software tricks and give us the hardware we were promised. This is why we are getting the Dynamic Island on the iPhone 17e. We will break it down in the next video.